Good morning, good morning, good morning, y'all. How is everybody doing out there? Hello, Dominoes. Hello, community. Thank you for being here. Thanks for joining us and following the Domino Effect. I'm Dominique, CEO and founder of Domino Effects Group. And the Domino Effect, our whole mission is to give you guys access to capital, educate and inform you on the financial stack, educate founders who are at day zero or who are at a loose understanding of what the financial stack is. So once we have identified where you guys are in your understanding, then we connect you with the right resources that are going to give you the best source of capital. Okay. So this is a place to be if you're an entrepreneur, if you're an investor, if you are already in business, if you have a project, an idea, if you're pre-seed, if you're generating revenue, this is the place to be if you are looking for resources on how to access capital, especially if you are female, if you are a minority, if you are veteran, LGBTQ, if you are in an underserved neighborhood or community, if you are, even if you, no matter what, if you are in business and you've experienced challenges, right? If you've been to the bank and you've asked for funding and they've denied you, you guys see what's going on in the world today, okay? You know that banks are denying a lot of people, okay? 80 to 90% of businesses that are going to the bank to get funded cannot get funded, okay? It's one of the reasons why I started this platform. You know, I love that being able to provide businesses with the resources that they need. I'm super, super passionate. Anybody that follows me knows, anybody that knows me knows that I am passionate about helping you not just access the capital, but really educate yourself on what's out there, right? And so that's what the financial stack is, right? We identify certain pieces that we focus on, okay, within debt and equity. So on the debt side, that's asset-based lending, equipment financing, short-term loans, business, things like that, business credit, and many, many more. We have so many more programs, SBA lending. And on the other side of that, we have equity, right? So when we're looking at founders who are seeking venture capital, angel investing. So these are the pieces of the financial stack that every founder, everybody in business should know, because you need to know the difference between what money, good money versus bad money, right? What money is going to be good for you. But here's the thing. If you guys are in business and you've been to the bank and the bank has told you no, then you know how frustrating that can be, right? I know how frustrating that can be. I've been denied when I was first starting my business as well. So I know exactly what it is. I told you it's one of the main reasons I started this platform, right? It was frustrating. And then not only that, I started working for another alternative finance company, right? And y'all, my world opened up when I started working for this company, but I was seeing the same things happening. You know, I was meeting with hundreds of business owners, you know, seeing hundreds of applications. And I'm telling you that the amount of the demographic of who was getting denied was shocking, right? And then also some of the reasons why they were being denied could be easily fixed. So I'm like, all this needs is people just need the information, right? They need the information, they need the connection, they need the resources. On the flip side of that, you know, I'm meeting with a bunch of investors, high net worth investors, engaging, being lucky enough to be in to these rooms and meeting with a bunch of founders and seeing these amazing projects that are not able to connect because they don't have the right resources. They're not able to get into the right room. So there was a bigger need here that needed to be filled. And that is what the Domino Effect is in Domino Effects Group. It's connecting, collaboration, right? So that we can take small steps, small actionable steps that are to give a significant outcome. And what's that significant outcome? Is accessing funding for your business so we can grow and scale, right? And I'm not just talking about, you know, this little bit of money. I'm talking about that big money, right? Okay, big money that is actually going to get you to level up, all right, to get you to the next stage of where you need to go. So like I said, if you have been to the bank, and today we're going to talk about the equity piece of it, the debt piece of it, if you've been to the bank, you guys, and been denied, listen, if you know why you've been denied, now you kind of put yourself in a different type of position, right? Now you have a blueprint. Okay, you guys, we have to change our mindset, right? It's frustrating, yes, being rejected. That and the fear of rejection can play a big part, but you cannot let it stop you from continuing on. Okay, it cannot stop you, you guys. You're in business, we're entrepreneurs, you're resilient. Okay, so keep going. All right, because now if you've been to the bank and you've been denied, now you got to know why, right? So ask them why. Some banks are not going to tell you why, right? But if you know why now, Now you have a blueprint to work from. Now you have a starting point. This is some of the challenges I need to hit, some of the points I need to hit, and I need to come up with a solution, fix that. Okay. Now, if you have the blueprint on how to do this, right? So now you have, the reasons why. Now you need to connect with what are the next actionable steps, right? Because you would be surprised. Sometimes we can't just be out here assuming, y'all. It's not, sometimes people are getting denied because it comes down to something simple, just like credibility, okay? Foundation. Banks and lenders are going to look on the back end, right? They're going to look to see that you're credible. So they want to see, do you have all the pieces aligned, and are they matching, and are they congruent across all levels on the back end? Okay. So a lot of businesses, even businesses that are successfully operating, limit themselves on the amount of capital that they could access, the significant amount of capital that they can access. They are limiting themselves because they don't even know the pieces on the back end that are missing and are not aligned. So it's really, really important that you know everything about your business, and you got that way, when you're seeking funding, you're leveraging yourself, you're putting yourself in a power position. Okay. That is what we are about here. Okay. Creating these small actionable steps that lead to that wide significant outcome. And through that, that power is in the preparation, you guys, consistency, and knowing where you stand currently. And so what they're going to do, I told you, they're going to look to see if you're credible. I told you that, right? So I'm going to give you a bonus tip. Okay. I'm going to give you a bonus tip just because you're here with the Dominoes. One thing they're going to look at is, do you have a business website? Okay. This is crucial. All right. It's important that you have a business website. It's important not just from a lender perspective, but it's important for your clients too, for your customers. This is 2024. Okay. People are going to look you up. That is what they do now. So you need to make sure that you have a footprint online. Okay. Make sure that you have a digital footprint, you guys. Okay. Now I told you, now this is not just for your clients and your customers, the lenders, investors, when think about it. Okay. If someone's going to give you money, they want to see that you are an actual entity, that you're credible, that you're not just some fly by the night. They want to make sure that you are literally operating. And so if you are fundable, they're going to look at a lot of these qualifying factors to finalize their approvals. And the cool thing about where we're headed, you guys, is we're breaking away from the barriers of traditional financing. Okay. So we partner with banks, we collaborate with banks. We know that collaboration is key, but we need to offer additional resources outside of that. And alternative financing is an amazing, amazing way to be able to do that. But it's really, you got to educate yourself. Okay. So while you step into this community, I'll be giving away a ton of free resources for you guys. Okay. That is why you're here, to learn. So I'll be giving away a ton of resources for you, so to make sure that your business is set up, it's credible. Make sure that you are signing up for our community, because we have a course coming up that is our investment ready course. It literally teaches you how to prepare to raise capital and connects you with the right investors on the back end over here. So over the next few weeks, make sure you sign up, add your name to that email list, because we'll be giving you a bunch of free information on how you're going to establish your credibility so that you can make your business fundable, so that you can access capital for your business. So you can get out here, you can raise capital, so you can stop saying, oh shit, the banks don't like me. All you got to do is make some simple changes. Okay. Make some simple changes, get prepared, leverage yourself, and make sure that you are the first domino that topples that chain. Okay. All right, you guys, keep your eye out and sign up for our